Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Alexis Sanchez. He's at his best when he's taking on his man, using his quick feet and close control to turn opposition defences. His skill set means he can play pretty much anywhere in attack, but I also like the fact, Peter, that he doesn't neglect his defensive duties, getting into opponents' faces and shutting them down. That's a big part of what he does.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Koundé, Pedri, Dani Olmo, Yamal, and here's Rashford. It's run loose here. Vargas. Marcao. Goodell gently done. And that is a little undercooked. Araujo. Balde. Pedri. Rafinha. Balde. Pedri. Dani Olmo, spread out to the left. Oh, sweet feet. Rafinha. Yamal! Marcao gets rid without sophistication. Rafinha. That's nice. Balde, he's going to run down the left wing. And here's Rafinha. Pedri. De Jong. And here's Yamal. And it's hoisted clear. Vargas. Alexis Sanchez. Nice physical challenge. Rafinha laid into space. It'll be a throw-in. And it's De Jong. And here's Rashford. Yamal. Cross needs to be good. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's been slipped through. Now it's Sanchez. Succumbs to the pressure. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Araujo can get it clear. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nicely intercepted. Januzaj. Played out to the right. Goodell. Rashford. Chance here to counter. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Olmo. Rashford. Danny Olmo. And here's Young. Goes for a shot!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Pedri. Azpilicueta. Januzaj. Marcao forwards and with intent. Araujo. Balde. Rafinha. Pedri. Nice interception, well timed. And now the breakaway. Will play through for the wide man. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Rashford, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Rafinha. Great ball if he can get there. He's had a shot! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
The game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Aim forwards. Well, they could break here. Koundé, Yamal. Araujo. Barcelona are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Could move up a gear here. Azpilicueta. Barcelona have got themselves in front very early here. Azpilicueta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Cleared without complication.
That's Pinaqueta. Vicious ball here. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Pedri. Araujo. Balde. That's been drilled forward. Yamal. Oh, it's come loose. Cattell. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Now then, the ball's come loose. Balde tries a cross. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. It's anyone's ball now. Kubasi, some resolute defending there. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Sanchez. Pedri. De Jong. And it's played forward. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
And here's Alexis Sanchez. Oh, this is a great position. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Araujo. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Vargas, looking here to chip it through. Araujo. De Jong. Yamal. Koundé. It's a sharp pass. That was very necessary. De Jong. Played back in. clears it away. It's Rashford! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rashford actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tries to get it clear. Dani Olmo. Balde. Here's Pedri. He slings it in. And that's been well dealt with. And here's the chance to counter. He has found the way through. And here's Alexis Sanchez. And it's Azpilicueta. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And claimed it back swiftly. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rashford. Looking to break at pace. And it's played forward. And here's Dani Olmo. Yamal. De Jong. De Jong. It's a delicate pass. Azpilicueta. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Azpilicueta. For a throw. Araujo. De Jong. Dani Olmo. Out to the left it goes. Azpilicueta. Nicely done. And it's Azpilicueta. He's in plenty of space here. And that has been cleared. Dani Olmo. Balde. That's tidy. Pedri, who set up one goal so... Dani Olmo! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Marcao forwards and with intent. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. That's just lacking in accuracy. Yamal does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Rashford. And here's Yamal. Aim forwards. Now it's Sanchez. Vargas. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vargas. And here's Januzaj. Tries a deft little ball. Koundé attempts a clearance. Balde. There's a probing ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's De Jong. Yamal. Raspilicueta. Goodell forwards and with intent. Araujo. De Jong. Dani Olmo. Araujo moved on forwards. Goodell. Raspilicueta. Raspilicueta. That's an excellent interception. Rafinha shifted upfield. So what can they make of this? Yamal. Mokan. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. Rafinha. Now it's Dani Olmo. Yamal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Araujo. And it's played forward. Balde. Oh, that's neat. Dani Olmo, over to the left. Can he deliver? And here's... gets the shot away! Pretty, but it gets the job done. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's having a shot! Defending of the desperate variety. Here's Pedri. Rafinha. And here's Rashford. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Sanchez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Sanchez. Oh, that's a nice ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Sanchez goes short. That is lovely. Vargas. Gamal. And it's Januzaj. And here's Alexis Sanchez. It's Alexis Sanchez! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. De Jong. De Jong gently done. Now that's well seen too. Vargas. Really well manoeuvred. Dani Olmo. Araujo. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Januzaj. And here's Alexis Sanchez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Marcao gets over and intercepts. Sanchez in acres of space out wide. And here's Januzaj. That is very well defended. And the counter is on. Out to the right. Rashford, and here's Rashford. De Jong! Save again, same outcome.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Now it's Sanchez. Pass is intercepted. Cuts out the pass. Now it's Vargas. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Vargas. Hit into the middle. Climbs up big! They've done it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rafinha. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's heaved it away. Rafinha. Pedri. And it's Olmo. And here's Yamal. This might spell... It's Rashford! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Good work on the right flank here. Dani Olmo, can he spark a counter here? Played towards the front line. Lobbed in behind. Macau. Januzaj. That's good. This is good, that's a foul. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Towards the other side. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's played forward. Strong running down that left flank. Incoming delivery. And back to the goalkeeper. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's Piliqueta. He expected better, and so did he. And here's Alexis Sanchez. Now it's Vargas. De Jong concedes a free kick for that. And he is going into that little black book. That's going to go a long way. And they've got a throw. Rafinha. That's a good run down the left. Dani Olmo. De Jong. And here's Yamal. Koundé. Dani Olmo. Played out wide. Forward it goes. Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta forwards and with intent. Kubasi. Kubasi made out to the left flank. And it's Pedri. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Cadell. Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta gently down. De Jong. Pedri. Kubasi. That's a look and plays it forward. Calmly anticipates. Aim forwards. Now it's Vargas. That is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So it's back to business.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Yamal. Koundé. De Jong. And he's managed to get free. Time to deliver. Marcao with the clearance. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Pedri. Alexis Sanchez. And it's Rashford. Cadell. Azpilicueta. Cadell. Januzaj. Vargas. Yamal with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Araujo. Pedri. Balde. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. And it's Januzaj. Alexis Sanchez. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Januzaj has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Alexis Sanchez! Oh, that's majestic!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
Oh, that is a bit special. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Patel. That has been cut short. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Turns and goes back. Shot, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pedri, Araujo, Koundé goes forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Well read, nice interception. And here's Lewandowski. He's through. Lewandowski! Too close for comfort. That's Piliqueta. Knockout. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Balde. Balde puts a cross in. Here's a corner. Cleared away. Jong. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Balde. Oh, it's played into... and the shot! He scores! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Pedri. Araujo. De Jong. Vargas. Back into the middle. Picks it up out wide. And it's Januzaj. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Goodell does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's got his cross in. Marcao gets it away. Moved on forwards. Vargas. Vargas. That has been cut short. And it's played forward. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a nicely weighted pass. Now it's Vargas. Januzaj. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Wins the duel this time. Januzaj played through into space. Oh, nice touch. There are a few waiting for it. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, perfectly measured that. Lewandowski providing an outlet on that flank. Dani Olmo. Chance to shoot! Clearance is short. Now who's going to be first to this? De Jong. And it's Olmo. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they're one another.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Lewandowski really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Delivered across. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Yamal. Rafinha. De Jong, Dani Olmo, goes for the shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Azpilicueta. And that could set him on his way. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Balde. De Jong. Al-Kubasi forwards and with intent. Dani Olmo. Just about up to the hour now. And here's Dani Olmo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And they can counter here. Januzaj. Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Januzaj. And it's Alexis Sanchez! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Alexis Sanchez! Araujo aim forwards. De Jong. And it's played forward. Rafinha. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal. Pedri. Proves too strong. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Moved on forwards. It's really well cleared. Herring after the ball here. Vargas. And he's on a charge. Now here's the delivery. Rafinha. And it's Lewandowski. That is a great pick out. That's the keeper's ball. Vargas. Quality ball. And we're not going to make any further progress now. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. a Crossfield changing the point of attack. Pedri. De Jong. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Vargas. And here's Januzaj. He's pulled him up for that challenge. Rafinha. Koundé. Yamal. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, some tackle that. It's run loose here. De Jong. Danny Olmo! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Knockout. Januzaj. Vargas. Alexis Sanchez. Januzaj. Pedri gets a foot in here. Rafinha. Balde. Now he's got space here. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting through the gears here. Knockout. Vargas. 8 forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Araujo. De Jong. Up towards the front line. And he's there to clear it. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Kodimos sends that a long way. And it's Lewandowski. Cattell do have a chance to counter here. Well-timed, excellent interception. Sanchez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gets it away. Now that's well seen too. Rafinha. And here's the great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Lewandowski. Here's a chance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Vargas. Driven forward. Calmly anticipates. And here's Alexis Sanchez. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Chance for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Kubasi. Dani Olmo. Marcao. Oh, this looks sharp. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Koundé. Pedri. And it's played forward. Marcao gets across to intercept that. Januzaj. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Vargas. Ooh, delicate chip through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. He's found a way through. Danger averted for now. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Rafinha. Great work on the overlap. Oh, such a clever touch. So who's he picking out? Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Shoots! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
That's a throw. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Yamal, that's been drilled in.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. Rafinha. Balde gently done. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. showing good feet. Rafinha. De Jong. Koundé. Lovely feet. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. That has been knocked clear. Koundé. Pedri. Yamal.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Azpilicueta. Moved on forwards. Nice control. It's Lewandowski.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Out towards the flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Dani Olmo. Can he finish? It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Barcelona, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Dani Olmo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Defending of the desperate variety. Pedri with the short one. That's good play. Rafinha. Crossing. That has been knocked clear. Goodell forwards and with intent. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alexis Sanchez. Can he spark a counter here? Vargas. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
De Jong gets over and intercepts. That's very neat. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Vargas. Spread out to the left. There will be a throw-in. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Lewandowski. He's got away. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Azpilicueta. Araujo makes the interception. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. And here's Rafinha. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Azpilicueta. Knockout. Balde. Pedri. Balde. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, good. Yamal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Vargas. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Dani Olmo. Lewandowski. And here's Dani Olmo. That's a dangerous shot. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. Looking for a decent ball in. Dani Olmo. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He's going to have his name taken. Oh, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Header comes in! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Azpilicueta. Short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Knockout. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has found him in acres of space. Vargas. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Sanchez. Pedri shifted upfield. And the counter is on. Yamal. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Olmo. Januzaj played with finesse. Played through for the wide man. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Lewandowski.
Yamal. Vargas. Now it's Sanchez. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Moved on forwards. Nicely intercepted. Koundé. Araujo. Araujo forwards and with intent. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Knocks it out wide. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's a good run down the right. Now is this the final assault? Now it's Januzaj. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Azpilicueta. Rafinha. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. For most players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.